What's happening, good people? Y'all know what time it is, man. It is the brothers, the BOTB Live Show. I'm Jay Walker the third. That's my brother Carolina Dirt. What's happening with you, player?
Hey, shit, what's going on, brother? Huntley Happy I tapping. I wasn't here last week. What up,
Hey,
together?
what's happening together? We break chains. Uh, Checking in from the West Coast. Boy, look, the West Coast can't catch a break. Boy, look, you saw the fireworks factory blow up.
Man, it came across. I didn't get. I swiped too fast on TikTok. What up, motivated minds?
Motivated minds in the building. My man CS, man, y'all check him out. Um, I part of me feel like that shit was on purpose, cause what are the odds that a warehouse full of fireworks catch on fire?
Uh, in Cali, after what happened, like that's wild.
Yeah,
That's wild.
I don't understand what could have happened that would like that shit was an explosion
Yeah,
and
yeah,
fireworks was going off outside of the explosion.
man. My two of the clips I always see on social media over the last couple of years that I always gotta watch. It's the one with the white family in the neighborhood and the fireworks go off and the whole neighborhood just lit with fireworks.
Oh
They almost
yeah,
burn down the house. That one and the little black kid threw the fireworks in the grill. Them
oh
two.
yeah, yeah.
Them
That shit was
my-
hilarious.
yeah, yeah, but nah, man, that's crazy. So,
Yeah, I mean, what can you do, man? Look, but like for the people around, first off, you get an explosion, and then you get 1,000 fireworks. Man, you gotta feel like you under attack. Like
yeah,
everyday life is PTSD now.
man.
You
Every
get
yeah,
you
go ahead.
getting PTSD from everything. Cause you getting PTSD from the news. You getting PTSD from traveling through traffic, rush hour in the morning, rush hour in the afternoon. Um, just going to the damn convenience store. Sometimes you see people arguing, falling out, passing out. Shit, crazy, man.
Man, not only that, it's just as a metaphor for fireworks, like anything and everything set people off these days.
For sure.
So, and together we were changed. Me and a coworker had a conversation about that today. A lot of stuff is done to distract us, especially during passing laws. You are totally correct. Matter of fact, I got a Hispanic coworker, and me and him, every once in a while we have a deep conversation, and that's one thing we did touch on today was the distractions.
Yeah, in a real way. In a real way. Some of that shit, man, it's just like just plain old everyday survival, making sure that you clothed, fed, your loved ones is clothed, fed, that you can get back and forth to your job. Cause once upon a time, the only worry you had was finding a job. You go to work, you make your money, you pay your bills, you go to work. In
Yeah.
that order. You feel me? Now it's people with jobs that don't make enough money to get to work.
Well, I was late because me and Olay was having a conversation about some shit like that before. That's why I was late.
Yeah.
It's expensive to live. Just to, as I say, to walk out your house now is expensive. Like we were just breaking down the bills to get an understanding. It's just like just the fact of me spending, you know, $300-400 in gas a month. That shit's shocking.
My bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I was just saying,
Mm.
me spending $300-400 a month in gas, like that's shocking compared to back in the day, $5. You can go from one side of Columbia to the next side of Columbia and back on $5.
For sure.
and that's with me speed.
Hey man, look, text Mo Palmer and tell him we doing the show for me. Because I'm actually using my phone.
Oh,
I hope ain't nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? When your fam we at a certain age, cause when your family call you, the anxiety go up. You feel me? So I don't want them to think I was just ignoring them off GP. But either way, shout out to Mo P.
oh, definitely, definitely. That's a funny dude too. He always in a good mood.
Yeah,
He
hey,
always in a good mood.
we need more people like that, man. So I'm gonna keep it light, just on some bullshitting until we get into the meat and potatoes, and we ain't gonna hold you long because I got some shit to do after this. But let's just do a top five, cause like we gonna get to the cultural shit that's going on right now, man. But like I said, I like to keep it light so that I can maintain my good mood. Um, we gonna do top five go to snacks type shit. Um, I'll go, then you go, I'll go, you go till we get to five. Top tier snack for me, and this ain't in no particular importance or whatever. Trail mix, guy. I didn't think I was gonna be a trail mix dude. Trail mix.
Okay, no bullshit, bro. I go to Publix website once a week to get a buy one get one on Chex Mix.
Okay.
I just go check it. So
Chex Mix is just a little too dry.
It is dry and shit. I always get the bold spicy joint, and I mix it. So I get that one, and I get one with nothing but the garlic chip joint, the brown garlic chip joint. That one, and they got like a new taco one, and I throw it in a gallon bag, shake it up, and mix it.
For sure. Nabisco snack crackers, toast cheese, peanut butter cheese crackers.
I like the cheese ones better than the peanut butter ones, but they $2 for $1 at work still.
The sour cream and chive one is the unsung hero.
Oh, definitely.
That's the unsung hero. What you got?
Oh shit, you went 2 back to back. That would threw me off. Shit, the honey buns. The big honey buns. I can't remember the name of the company. That's not Little Debbie, is it?
It's Little Debbie make them, Duchess make them.
I can't remember which one. It's the red, white, and blue.
Enemans make them. Everybody make a goddamn honey bun.
Yeah, everybody make them shit.
I ain't know. I have my moments. I'm gonna go healthy. A crisp, cool apple.
I ain't had with it, man.
I gotta peel mine. I'm an old man now, cause I like to sit down with a pocket knife and peel it.
Yeah, I don't like the what's the shit? The outside. What's the shit?
That's the best part. That's the part that's healthy for you. But I feel you.
Yeah,
the rind,
I feel like I'm getting old. I feel like I'm getting old. I feel like I'm chewing forever.
I can dig it.
Nacho cheese Doritos.
Nacho cheese Doritos. As I've gotten older, not so much. But if I'm gonna get them, it's definitely the spicy nacho.
I thought so, damn.
Yeah, it's the spicy nacho. Beef jerky.
Definitely. You know, Pops get them shits all the time. He get the beef sticks or the beef jerky joints. It don't even matter to him. But
yeah,
definitely be snacking on them.
Beef jerky. That go hard. And then
I bought an off-brand one from Dollar General the other day. I ain't like it, but I still ate it.
For sure. Pretzels is normally trash. However, there's a caveat.
Oh, yeah.
Unless they are Snyder's, Buffalo pretzel pieces, or honey mustard pretzel pieces. And an honorable mention, they better than Snyder's. Dots. If you got a Costco membership,
yeah.
or Kroger carry them now. Get you some Dots.
That's the one Pops was getting, the southern one.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, them bitches taste like food.
They do.
Taste like food. Matter of fact, they taste like they should go on some ramen noodles. Like if you just take the pack of ramen noodles and taste the flavor before you put it in your ramen noodles, that's kind of what it tastes like. It's a little less salty. That's what it tastes like.
They good to the motherfucker. I think that was 5, or this one gonna be your 5th.
Yeah. I had today. I'm not big on it, but popcorn.
Popcorn is hit or miss. Popcorn got to be perfect.
Got to be perfect. Like I value my teeth. I brag about still having all my teeth, my wisdom. And now if anything get in it, I don't
Yeah.
like it as much. Even if it tastes good, I don't like it as much if it get in it.
I don't know what the movie theater do, but movie theater popcorn is top tier. Microwavable popcorn is hit or miss, like I said.
Um, Dad partner, room, he got one of those popcorn machines in his spot. Well,
Oh, with the kettle.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. We sat over there one day drinking, and even Tony said, "Man, I don't need fucking popcorn, bro." He went up about 2 times, bro. He had real food. He would cook on the grill. We was in there just eating on that popcorn, bro. That shit was, he ain't put nothing on it. Straight out how they package it for that machine, bro. That shit's so fucking good.
Yeah. That's what it is.
She said seaweed tastes good as a snack.
Seaweed.
Yeah, I don't know about it.
I would turn around so you can see how big my back is, so you would know that seaweed ain't on my list of things.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I've been fucking with the sea ball shit. That shit tastes terrible, and I can't imagine seaweed. Matter of fact, I've had seaweed before. I was stationed in Korea, so they'll wrap that shit around rice, and they'll pair it with kimchi or some shit like that. It just tastes like, you remember like having fish growing up and smelling the fish food. That's seaweed. That's basically seaweed.
She said, "Oh, you got a sexy back." Okay.
Shit, now don't get me the goddamn. Oh, I mean, I don't need to boost my ego no more. You feel me?
So last week, he ain't tap into that. I went out at Woodworks, and
Indeed, happy belated birthday. Matter of fact, hold tight, man. Hey, man, look, wish my brother CarolinaDirt.
Oh yeah.
A happy belated born day, man. Generation X on the border. You feel me? Stand up for the cancers, man. It's cancer season, man. Show them people some love, and especially my brother in a real way.
Appreciate that. So his birthday, and actually his old lady birthday too. So that was really the event.
For sure.
But leaving out the garage, we was all together. I go over there, so I'm trying to be respectful because that's my first time over there. And it was a house full of people. But that was my first time at a house party watching karaoke. When I tell you that was a dope vibe,
I can imagine. Karaoke I'm not a big participator because I do feel like the whole thing about karaoke is you're not supposed to have to be able to sing to do karaoke.
Oh,
I disagree. Now, what I will say is, for every terrible voice, there is a song that you probably can sing. But I don't really participate because, as a nigga that appreciate the ability to sing, I know I can't.
Yeah, and I think that was the other. Like, I've been to karaoke spots, but to watch it, the energy at a house party, like they had a full bar. I ain't gonna lie, they bar was sick. Like they had whole bars and all that. But to see how the interaction between nothing but black folk,
and everybody had a good time, nobody acted up.
Yeah, nobody acted up. Like they ain't play no extra. Some people have parties and they ratchet music is too much.
Right.
Like it wasn't that, but they didn't play a whole bunch of old school. Like they mixed it in well. But when they went to karaoke, of course they did their little Southern Soul mix, and I was over there itching. I was like, y'all need to let me DJ. Y'all let me DJ the Southern Soul mix in my head. But I wasn't about to take over nobody phone to DJ. But to watch karaoke and how it makes people interact.
Yeah.
Like there was a dude. He was like in my state. Like he knew G. And that was his first time meeting Gio Lady. He didn't know nobody else.
Okay.
But when they were like, "Hey, you want to do karaoke?" Oh, he was all the way in. And that man did. He looked at me. We were sitting at each other. He said, hey man, I'm about to fuck him up. He's like, I'm about to do nobody.
Keep Sweat,
bruh. He did nobody, bruh. He did nobody, and you can tell he used to rap or something on the side because he had a little stage presence out there. But to see people interact with him that didn't know him, and the whole, you know, you get black people around, can't nobody sing, but when everybody sing together, that shit sound good as hell.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, it was on that vibe.
Nah, and that's keeping in with what I said. Like karaoke, you don't have to be able to sing, but there's a song for everybody. Everybody should be able to sing a Keep Sweat song. I ain't trying to take nothing from Buddy, but everybody, like, Keep Sweat voice is, 6 o'clock in the morning, just woke up, didn't drink nothing, didn't brush your teeth. Nobody. You feel me? Like, everybody should be able to get away with that.
Yeah, the stank rap. You stank mouth rap. You know, when somebody call you answer the phone, like,
right?
Yeah. Nah, but there was another dude. You know the dude. I can't think of his name right now. He said I met him before. G said I met him before. He said he met me before. But this was back when y'all was rapping. I told him, if I met you when y'all was rapping, I was probably drinking and drunk when I met you. And I think he
probably
said he was drinking.
Either Paris or Chris Mack.
Nope, neither one of them. I know them two. He wore glasses. I can't think of his name right now.
We old, nigga. All of us wear glasses down there.
But even he was invited by G. His old lady only knew him, and she did. Like, we was outside in the backyard, and we can hear her in there singing. So I like those house parties. There's like, you know, other than the dance and the card playing, and you get everybody interact together.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And we need to normalize, not even normalize it, because we do that a lot. Because they think that because certain Negroes don't know how to act, that all Negroes don't know how to act. We throw functions in the garage, nigga, and it be anywhere from 8 to 28 people. Yeah. And it don't never be no bullshit. And if anybody feeling some kind of way, they mature enough to be like, all right, you can have it. And they'll get the fuck on through. You feel me? Like, normalize being mature, man. Everything ain't an end all, be all, fisticuff. Somebody got to lose their life event. And we need to make sure that we get to those. You know, you can't help everybody. You can't make everybody decent. But, you know, I appreciate that, man, from us.
Oh, definitely. You know, most of the time when I invite people over to the spot, to the garage for the first time, some dudes I be thinking they come in there thinking it's about to be a live event, and then they realize, oh, y'all been laid back. And they always enjoy themselves. So that's what I take pride in. You know, Dad make everybody feel welcome. He make everybody feel relaxed.
For sure.
But that's how you get trapped.
Yeah, hey. But look, because he ain't going to let you drink on an empty stomach. You ain't going to drink up all his liquor. I don't care. I don't care how hard you try. I almost don't care how many people is there. You're not going to drink up all the liquor he got. You feel me?
Hey, together we break chains. This is a Hawaiian Punch pineapple. I didn't know they had it mixed with a little bourbon. So one thing, give me 3 karaoke songs you would do. And then I'm going to transition to something else real quick.
I can't sing, but Donnell Jones, Where I Want to Be.
While you bullshitting, I was thinking Shorty Got Eyes on Me. Like
that's exactly it. That's exactly it. Shorty Got Eyes on Me. High Five, The Kissing Game. And For the Good Times, Al Green.
Yeah.
Those are just the 3 that popped into my head.
Yeah. You can never go wrong with Melodies from Heaven because all you gotta do is play Kurt.
And everybody gonna join in.
Everybody gonna join in. I saw there was an Usher concert. He brought out Keisha Cole. Keisha started to sing. He told her not to sing. Hold the mic out. And the crowd sung her whole shit.
He told her not to sing because that motherfucker can't sing.
I'm just saying what I saw was she started to sing and he pulled the mic from her and said, enjoy, like he was like, enjoy the moment and let everybody sing to it.
Look, y'all know my line, cuz I ain't mad at nobody getting money however they get money. I'm not mad at it. I'm an open-minded individual. Keisha Cole's there have been some wonderfully written songs for her. And in the studio, she did just enough.
Yeah.
But I've never been impressed by Keisha Cole singing.
Like if I hear the song, like you ever like hear a song, you know the words, but if you be like sing the song like you can't remember the words.
Oh yeah, you definitely
like,
need an accompaniment.
Like 5 Steps or Beauty. I think one of those two. You know, Drew Hill make you try to hit all the notes.
I'm about to say that I don't really mess with like all the singers that I named are great singers. I'm not trying to follow up Cisco. I'm not trying to follow up Cisco.
Oh.
I'm not trying to follow up. I will Luther Vandross, Never Too Much, or Bad Boys. It's just certain people that I'm not gonna touch.
Yeah, but I was picking songs that no matter my vibe, if it come on, I'm singing whether in my head or you gonna hear me sing. Like, you know, we just sitting in the garage and a song and you just realize everybody just singing it or you singing it.
Oh yeah.
Real quick, it was a group of girls that went up, or 2 girls. They did Nice and Slow, and everybody in the house started singing. Usher, Nice and Slow.
Okay.
Yeah, that shit sounded good with acoustics in the house.
There was a TikTok from a bar in Colombia where the power went out. They was in the bar when the power went out, and the whole club started singing. They was singing X Factor, I believe.
Oh,
that's just a dope moment, man. Like black people just that energy where we'll just jump in and be a unit type shit. That shit is unmatched. That shit is unmatched.
Did you see the one where they was at a bar and the energy was off? It was a mixed bar, but a lot of black people.
Mm.
And the energy was off because of, I think they did something and the energy was off. And the DJ went up there and played Melodies from Heaven. And you can see all the white people, the bars and everybody, because it's 50, 60 black people all on cue when the DJ dropped it.
Right.
But it's at the bar.
White people trying to figure it out. People trying to figure it out.
That's the effects of what we talked about last week about with Kurt Franklin, you know, with King Hurt. But sure. I do want to touch on real quick before we go to the other shit. Just because it's a place in our soul. There's Red Lobster crab boil in the bag.
Not for $50, cuz. For $50, go buy you a claw, a pack of salt. Matter of fact, a claw, a pack of sausages. You can get a whole bag of potatoes. You can throw in some shit. You can get corn on the cob for $25, cuz, and a hot pot. You can do what Red Lobster did. Now you might have to know something to get you a good butter, mixture. But seafood is too easy for you to spend that kind of money for one claw, a half a lobster tail. They ain't saying a whole lot. A half a lobster tail and 2 corn on the cobs and 2 sausages.
They use the same lobster from damn SpongeBob.
That ain't shit. That ain't shit.
Oh, And the crazy thing is, when it came across my timeline, anybody been in the house, they know my pops would whip up that crab boy like it ain't nothing.
For sure.
And when you eat our dad's crab boil, like he don't do nothing fancy. You know, people got these garlic butter sauces and these cheese sauce. Like he just authentic with what's in the pot, seasoning, that's it. But when I tell you he make that shit with a kick and everything is tingling, everybody know me. No, I ain't no big beer drinker. But if you got some spicy seafood food with a beer, it make that beer taste so much better.
Ice cold Corona, ice cold. You don't want no IPA. You don't want no Guinness. You want a nice, crisp, light beer. You feel me? And that shit go hard with that seafood for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, I just want to touch on that. Because I see there's videos of the Red Lobster crab boil. It's looking bad, especially with the black dude. I can't think of his name that took over Red Lobster. Let me see if I can look his name up real quick.
He can only do so much. I think it was a great idea. It ain't no. I mean, when you look at Crafty Crab and all them spots, they not really doing bad. But because we from where fresh seafood is caught, you know what I'm saying, we can eat it the same day it came out the water. That shit is bullshit to me.
His name is, I can't even pronounce it. Damola Adam Lacoon. So DAMOLAADAMOLE.
You might as well type that in the chat so people can see it, because you ain't say it worth a fuck.
He's Nigerian and he's young. He like, what? He 39.
Right. No, I applaud him for doing what he did, and like I said, he's just the executive. He is the one that gives the go ahead to do it. But again, if you are from Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Alabama, Georgia, don't go to Red Lobster for that shit. You just gonna disappoint the fuck out yourself.
He also is the one that turned around Olive Garden.
Yeah, there's gonna be people, Red Lobster in, you know what I'm saying, Red Lobster in Indiana, Red Lobster in the Midwest, in places that don't have fresh seafood. It's not a bad move. But again, if you from the coast where you can get fresh seafood out the water, that ain't the move. That ain't the move.
Yeah. And then you got your crafty crabs and your juicy crabs and your crab spots. So I can see what Red Lobster is trying to do, but in a sense, it's like it's one of those things where it can help your reputation, or especially in the black community, it can leave a bad taste in people's mouth.
We can be honest. That's who he targeted.
Oh, definitely.
Black folks is who had Red Lobster surviving for as long as they did.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you could get away. They show you just how much you can get away with some shit if you do one thing really well.
Really well.
Niggas was mad Red Lobster was closing just off of Cheddar Bay biscuits. Just off of that.
And they sell them bitches in the store now.
Yeah, you can get a box of them hoes and whip them up in your house now.
Yeah, there's a spot downtown Columbia. They sell them shits. I ordered a plate of them bitches. I ain't never went nowhere and ordered a plate of biscuits before.
I don't know, cause I ordered a plate of croissants. California Dreaming, Copper River. I'll go in there and get me 3 croissants real quick.
Yeah, them bitches so light and fluffy and so much honey on it. Them shits will make you sit back in your chair.
On some other shit, like we talking about seafood and coastline and shit like that. Did you see the dude that dropped his daughter off a cruise ship?
No.
He held her up to take a picture, and she fell off the ship. Now, before you call this man an asshole, because I think he's an asshole for holding her up on a cruise ship enough for her to fall overboard. It was a Disney cruise. Um, he jumped in and went and got his daughter cussed. 4 stories. The equivalent of 4 stories, he jumped off of the ship, grabbed his daughter, and they treaded water for 25 minutes until a rescue boat could get out there.
Well, you know how in shape for 25 minutes?
Bruh, 25 minutes after you fall 4 stories. And don't get it twisted. From 4 stories up, water is concrete. So the fact that his leg was still attached is surprising. The fact that they was able to pull them out of the water with minor injuries. Hey, boy, look, if you don't believe in a high power, I don't know what to tell you. Because that's not supposed to happen. If I jump off the curb, cuz I'm going to sprain the ACL, tear my daggone Achilles tendon.
So speaking of that, so on TikTok, they've been saying Carnival has set new rules on their cruise ships. And I ain't never been on a cruise. So some of the people were saying that the unlimited drinks, they ain't no more of that.
But it's still 15. They limited it at 15 a day. So yeah. Come on.
Ain't no rap music being played in they clubs on the ship. I'm looking at this one thing right now, which is common. Like, guests are not allowed to bring hard liquor, beer, or plastic bottles, bottled beverages on board. All speakers, including Bluetooth, portable, and wireless types of radios, are prohibited and will be held and returned at the end of the cruise.
Okay. So,
go ahead.
Two things. I'm not mad at Carnival for establishing rules to their cruise. You feel me? Because people go on vacation and they go on vacation to let their hair down, or most people go to rest. You feel me? I don't want to be on the deck next to you while you playing a whole bunch of music that I don't like. So I'm not mad at the Bluetooth speaker shit. Unlimited drinks. There should always be a limit on alcohol. There should always, because there are reasonable people. Y'all know that's my favorite thing to say. There's reasonable people that be like, oh boy, shit, mouth wet. Pause. I can't drink no more. And then there's people that ignore that they about to be sick and keep drinking till they black out. I'm not mad at that. Second thing, have you seen some of the footage of those cruises?
Oh yeah.
They are overbooking the shit out of them cruises, cuz.
So whose fault is that? Yeah.
That is Carnival's fault. Yeah. They are putting profits, like every business, they're putting profits over safety, and they're trying to blame the people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You try, just because you can fit, I don't know, it's a motherfucking skyscraper on the water, cuz. Those cruises is overbooked. It's way too many people, and that's your major issue. You trying to selectively bring in these rules is your right, but the real shit is you putting your profits over everything. You overbooking these cruises, and whenever you have too many people, even on a cruise ship, that's a confined space.
Yep.
You feel me? Yeah, I know a cruise ship is bigger than a motherfucker, but if you see some of them pictures, that's way too many people.
Way too many. There's no way you can monitor everybody, because the staff gets tired. even though they've been doing these forever and a day. Some of these workers been working for Carnival for however long. Shit, you get tired, you get lackadaisical. There's no way. Every new 20-year-old is a different 20-year-old. They might have some of the same tendencies, but every new 20-year-old is a different 20. You gonna have different agendas for whoever on that ship. And by
For
having too
sure.
many people on the ship, you can't watch everybody. Even with Cameron, you can't watch everybody. You can't watch every crevice. Um, but they do need to own, and they probably do. They probably have. They just won't relate to the public that you need to own up on your share of the property.
Oh, for sure. But look, I'm not going on no cruise because I was on Netflix and they got this shit called the Poop Cruise. It's a documentary on a ship that sailed to Mexico. It's a 4-day cruise, 3 days, perfect, no problems. Fourth day, ship catch on fire, toilets don't work, no power, they can't make food for people. Bruh, they said they told people if you gotta pee, go ahead and pee in the shower. And if you gotta take a shit, shit in this biohazard bag. So you got upwards of however many thousands of people can fit on a cruise ship, shitting in bags.
Well, you remember when COVID happened, there were people out on ship and they were saying, "Hey, don't come back and dock." So there were people on ship for 5 or 6 extra days longer than it was supposed to be.
But
When COVID happened,
when a ship is working properly, they got food, they got entertainment, they got music, they got lights. Like even if you can't go home, you not necessarily fucked up. Now, of course, you're gonna get tired of anything after a while. I don't give a fuck how nice your house is. At a certain point, you gonna want to leave that. You feel me?
COVID proved that.
And COVID proved that. So, but to be on a ship with no power, minimal food, not knowing when you gonna go home, and then you would think, oh shit, them boy got a crazy lawsuit, right? Do you know when you buy a cruise ticket, you in the fine print in those agreements that we be clicking off of, you can't sue them for negligence or anything. Them people went through hell and they got offered $500 towards another cruise.
Which means you got to spend your money with them, so they getting it for free.
Bruh, I'm straight.
Well, they said the same thing about, there was a lady, she was explaining the same thing about jump parks. That's why when my daughter wanted to go to trampoline parks, I just be like, because I done saw the shit. They were like, basically, if you get hurt, you can't sue them. That's partly why they got a waiver. But there's stuff inside the waiver where if basically somebody get hurt, like you can't sue them. It protects them.
It
Which I'm
protects the
like,
company. Now, if
yeah,
somebody caused you to get hurt,
yeah,
you
somebody
can sue
called
the
it,
motherfucker.
yeah,
Don't forget that. You can sue the person who caused you to be hurt.
yeah.
But
But there's a
nah,
lot of
you
jumping
can't.
going around because
Bro,
them trampoline parks popping up everywhere. Here we got about 5 or 6 in Columbia.
right. If you go to Disney World and you get messed up, you can't sue Disney World if you got the Disney Plus app. The Disney Plus app is part of the agreements that you won't sue them for any liability that might happen to you while you are apparently fucking with Disney. People don't know what the like these terms and conditions. Basically, because we don't read them, you might have to give up your firstborn one day. You
Yep.
feel me? So I get it. It's a lot to read. It's bullshit, but just keep that shit in mind when you think you hit the lottery because some shit happened to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Well, we always talking about Diddy, cuz go ahead and run, man. Give us an update on what happened with Diddy.
well, Diddy was acquitted of sex trafficking and racketeering after a closely followed high-profile federal trial in New York City. He was convicted on 2 lesser prostitution charges. The split verdict was read today.
Mm-hmm.
Combs was convicted on 2 counts of transportation and engaged in prostitution. He could face up to 20 years in prison if he is sentenced to consecutive maximum prison terms, so 10 years apiece. Non-concurrent.
They are non-concurrent.
Yeah. Combs will remain in holding cell until 1 p.m. when Judge Aaron S. will decide whether to release the music mogul on bond prior to sentencing, but I think they are denied his bond.
Where are you reading that from? Get them people their credit.
People.com.
Okay. Yeah, like we've been saying it. We said it last week. We said it the week before. He didn't need no help looking bad, but they did this shit to make that man look bad. The Rico case was kind of like, I don't have a law degree, but I knew that a Rico was gonna be hard to get. You feel me? They besmirched his name though. He ain't gonna want to go nowhere in public in this country because people are assholes, and just because he out at dinner at an exclusive restaurant, somebody is still gonna be like, "You the diddler? How much baby oil you got?" Like he gonna have to get on through for a while. Like everybody though, people had their supporters. I think New York is kind of like, standing behind Diddy. I think people that feel like something always happens to wealthy, prominent black men that are trying to do something or convey a message to get the slaves free. You know what I'm saying? That was a shot at Drake. Same shit with this Tyler Perry shit, man. I feel like if you are super wealthy, if you have a voice for your community, something is bound to try to take you down. And you don't have to be guilty. It's the accusation. The accusation is never the accusation never goes away, whether you get found innocent or not.
Motivated said he'll be gone for a minute. I don't think they can get the maximum 10 apiece. He's been in what I think they say he's been in for about. He went in September, October?
Something like that.
I know he went in before the election. The election was in November. He went in like September, October. So he'll probably get partially time served, but it all depends on how much time they give him.
Consecutive versus concurrent, for the people that don't know, consecutive means one after the other. Concurrent means those charges can be served at the same time. If he had 2 separate charges that'll get him 10 years, if he got the max, he would do 10 years on both of those charges.
I didn't realize they said over the course of the trial, which began in May, they called 34 witnesses over the course of 29 days. I didn't realize there was that many witnesses. Once again, I would just tap in for a couple of minutes because everybody was going live or doing some kind of content on it. But I didn't realize there was 34 witnesses.
I say, man, you put yourself in questionable situations. Beating up on women is no good. Don't get it twisted when I say things about wealthy, prominent black men. That doesn't give them the right to do fuck shit. He did some fuck shit that got him caught up, and like I said, I think they did the work. If he didn't do any time, they did enough to destroy him as a businessman.
Do you think Kathy should be charged with something? I was listening to Beehive, and
she was complicit in some shit.
Yeah.
She was complicit on the drugs. She was complicit on the prostitution. She ain't deserve to get her ass whooped. But a crime is a crime, and if you part of the crime, let's say fruit of the poisonous tree, you know what I'm saying? But she's not gonna do no time. She just had a baby. She got to find a way to live with the rest of her life now that all this shit hit the air.
Shit, she gotta find. She gotta be able to tell that baby that shit gonna come out about mommy.
It's already out. Ain't no come out. It's already out.
Well, I mean, as a baby, you're not gonna understand till you about 10, 12.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, as far as understanding what you about to see for the rest of your life, and if they have kids with grandma, what y'all gonna see about grandma.
But you know what though? Fame ain't like it once was. Now that this shit is over, we probably will forget about Cassie.
I mean, we've already forgot about it. I mean, we forgot before the shit happened, before the shit came out. Many people already forgot about it.
I
Not
don't.
saying that's a bad thing.
She was tied to Diddy, so she wasn't forgotten about. But it was like whatever her contributions was to her musical talent, she didn't do nothing super major.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah,
Motivate, you definitely right. You know, once he been, stuff now moves so fast that you're right. Because there's already people talking about free Diddy. My brother, we in the text message group, they throwing a free Diddy party in Columbia at a club. They're on a flyer.
yeah, they assholes for that.
And what I've noticed also over these last month or so, because I've been paying attention, they didn't stop playing his music on the radio.
They not going to. It's too much.
But when R. Kelly went through his shit, they slowed down his music. Like Diddy shit was still, it wasn't regular enough to say it was popping, but it was like, you listen, you be like, damn, that's a Diddy track.
R. Kelly gets played. I agree with you. There was a mass exodus on Robert Kelly, or not Robert, on R. Kelly. Speaking of which, just to give y'all content, I'm not a hater. I like to share like dope content, and I want you to watch it. It's a show called Cancel Culture um, by Defiant Digital, and they did the trial of Robert Kelly. Should we cancel the music? Everybody feel how they feel. I've already said how I feel. I'm not gonna say it again. It's done in a comedic way. So it's comedians that are prosecution and defense, and they going back and forth on should he be canceled, should he not be canceled. It's called Cancel Culture on Defiant Digital. If you like to laugh, that shit is hilarious.
Yeah. I said my piece on it too. There were certain tracks, his gospel joints, that got me through. A couple of his tracks got me some. I mean, it's just and he wrote so much. It's like, are you canceling his music that he wrote and performed, or are you canceling this stuff the way he performed? Like, what you canceling?
If you canceling R. Kelly, you gotta line up to cancel a bunch more motherfuckers.
A bunch of them.
You gotta cancel a bunch more people. People, it's still Elvis fans out here. Elvis was a dirtbag and a thief of music and style. Jerry Lee Lewis. We've done this before. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not trying to justify shit. However you feel about Kelly.
Yeah. Yeah. Wit, but that's what I couldn't. I'm talking Beehive show with Wit, and that he was the one that mentioned should cast it because she was so complicit. Because technically, it was a relationship. No matter how much people try to dissect it, it was a relationship. Physical abuse, emotional dispute, abuse, all types of stuff. But like people had said, it's your uncle that live around the corner from you. It's your auntie that live around the corner from you. It's your co-worker. It's your supervisor. It's all the
School
stuff.
teachers.
Yeah, behind closed doors, you don't know what's going on in nobody's house. But that relationship is their relationship and it worked. No matter how awkward it looked from the outside looking in, it worked for them in a relationship. To say you've been with him for 10 years and regardless if you were scared or not, within 10 years, I don't know what battered women go through. But there was a chance for you to ask for help.
Right. You were famous enough. You were connected enough through your partner. I'm not gonna say you could get away with, whatever his reach is long because he got a lot of bread. And that's part of the reason why they gonna hold it on his ass is because he was fucking with witnesses and shit. You know what I'm saying? If he was smart, he would have just let the shit play out.
But that's your
But
life,
maybe
though.
not.
Yeah, that's your
Right.
life.
Maybe. Either way, she was offered a deal by the prosecution. You know what I'm saying? Um, Nothing's gonna happen to her. Whether we feel like she committed a crime.
Definitely.
A crime should be punishment. They knew that they couldn't punish her. They offered her immunity. Her debt is paid.
If you her man and she didn't tell you all this, what you do afterwards?
Boy, look. Boy, look. I hope they have a great relationship, and I hope that she is not damaged by the relationship with Diddy, because you can't tell me about what you're not gonna do in the bedroom. That's what that's what you can't do. You can't tell me. I can't say, boy, look, like I said, you did some freaky shit, woman. If you turn down, if you don't want to give me no head, I got a problem. I got a problem.
You get the other nigga head, you get him head too. That dude too.
Oh man.
That
Oh
dude
man.
too.
Oh man. Oh man. That's one of them things like you just gotta sit there. Okay. This trial about to start. I should have told you this a long time ago. You gonna hear some shit. You feel me? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, we can get up out of here. I got shit to do.
Hey, indeed, man. We appreciate y'all for pulling up. Like, share, subscribe, all that good internet talk. You got anything to say to the people before we go?
No, I appreciate y'all tapping in with us. We're gonna keep bringing it to y'all. We got to get back on doing Fridays, but shit, life be life.
Hey,
but we appreciate everybody that rock with us. There's some other stuff I want to get off my chest, but I ain't. As far as this podcast shit, it's just me thinking out loud. But I appreciate everybody that taps in and networks with us, and my brother say share their time with us because that's the most valuable thing. So, including y'all that watch this, y'all sharing y'all time with us too. So we appreciate y'all for doing that.
absolutely, man. Tell somebody about us, man. It ain't gonna hurt them. Outside of that, man, thank y'all for pulling up, man. Love the people who love you back. And until the next time, man. This is the BOTB Live Show. I'm Jay Walker. That's Carolina Dirt, man. We gone. Be easy.